told him the sweet sign. It's a sweet sign.
No, it is. But I would tell you, he ain't.
I know. I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he couldn't, but look, he can bounce back. It's all good. In his last 4 performances, I mean, he dominated, walked guys down, so on and so forth. So like,
He ain't gonna make excuses. Instead of pulling out.
Of course. It happens. I mean, you never know how you feeling. Sometimes, we don't get passes when you boxing.
And it's all,
You know what I'm saying? It's all on you. So, I mean, he's able to deal with that. Anyhow.
Pratt, we need to move him out.
Hey, who would you like to see Shakur fight right next to him?
Who? Shakur?
Yeah.
Tank.
Who poses the greatest danger to?
Tank.
Not him. Not
Tank.
Not Haney or
Okay.
Tank. I believe Tank does. Because Haney is not a big puncher. 1, 2. Haney's going up to 140 pounds. I don't think him coming back down. I mean, I see all the weight he's putting on. But Tank is a guy, man. Tank's the guy I want to see Shakur fight next. However, I already know what it's going to be. Shakur definitely knows that he's going to have to take short money if that was going to happen. They're going to use that against him. I get it. They're going to say, well, look, you don't sell out no arenas. You don't bring anything to the table, so why? They're going to say, you're going to run all night. You're going to this. So, they're going to say everything they possibly can for the fight not to happen. But I think the fight should happen. I still want to see, who can win that battle. Again, my money's on Shakur. I think the defense wins championships. I could be wrong. Tank is an animal. He can fight. But he has yet to be in the ring with a guy that's as smart as Shakur and a guy that's on his level, IQ level. So, but the punching power of Tank. And my man Sean alluded to this. My man Sean, he said, like, hey, this seems like a repeated thing. Anytime Shakur gets in the ring with somebody that can punch, this is what he does. He fight off the back foot. Yeah. However, I could just tell you this. This guy had punching power all the way through the fight. And as a fighter, and I fought guys that had that thud all the way through the fight, and you're cautious. And you don't want to throw power punches because when you throw power punches, you leave yourself exposed most of the time. You leave yourself open. Throw a power shot, you miss. Now you're exposed for a big shot or a big counter. Shakur knew that. This guy had quick reactions. This guy can punch with either hand. He felt that. He truly felt that. And so he's extremely cautious during the course of the fight. Plus, on top of that, he said he didn't feel well. I don't know what was going with him emotionally. I don't know how he was feeling. So that's another thing. And then another thing is that he only threw like 27 left hands. And what I heard in the past was, going in from Mark Prigo is that his hand was hurt. So he had went to one of his sparring sessions, his hand was hurt. And so maybe that's the reason why he didn't throw the left hand. But there's no excuses at the end of the day, man. I'm trying to make for Shakur Stevenson. For me, I think that he's blessed us with, 3 or 4 great performances where he stood and he exchanged with guys and he was confident and he was there and he put on some great performances. So I'm not holding him to this performance. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody will say, oh, this and that. Everybody can say what you want to say. I know everybody was probably looking for me to bash him and so on. So I've already done that. Shakur's not happy with his performance. So understand that. He's been there before. He's been here before. And trust me, this young man, he will bounce back. So
he takes accountability.
Of course. But that's what true champions do. But again, everybody has off nights. Tonight was his night. He was off tonight. But again, I look at the performances that he did before in the past, and I'm like, bro, I'm still a fan. I still believe in you. And a lot of people might jump ship and be like, Shakur ain't nothing, and they might jump on somebody else. But not this guy right here. I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan. I think he has the goods, and I think he's going to be pound for pound number 1.
He still dominates 135.
Oh yeah, I still got Shakur because defense, man, you can't hit him. You can't hit him, bro. Like, Tank got the bomb, but if Tank can't land that bomb or figure out a way to land that bomb, then how is he going to beat him? You know what I'm saying?
What about 140? 140, same story?
I don't know. I really don't know. You know, you gotta watch him. You know, mature a little bit, get a fight there, see how well he does with the weight class. 140 is a beast weight class, bro. It is. It's a beast weight class. You know, you see Haney going up there and he's testing his waters, and he's taking a dangerous opponent. You know, in Reach's pro grade, who can punch with either hand. You know, I tip my hat off to Haney. Haney's a beast. He really is. He's a
Tim,
beast.
when you see
You don't perform like you don't dominate the way you used to dominate. It kind of feels like a win. Feels like a disappointment.
Have you ever had that in your career? Did you ever feel like something like that?
What's up, brother?
Thanks, Trey, for your time. Tell us about the book.
It's exciting, man. Go get it. Technical fight. I think both fighters respected, each other's skills, power, from like Dennis Santos side, and it just sometimes because it's very technical and each guy doesn't want to make a mistake because they know that they're definitely going to have to pay for it. It may tend up to be a boring fight. I don't think any guy wanted to take any big risks tonight. You know what I mean? They wanted to stay sharp. I believe, Shakur, he of course he knew a lot about De Santos's, power. And De Santos, I think, of course, he understood the skill set that Shakur was on, so he didn't want to make a mistake either. So sometimes that's what you get.
Right.
You get guys just playing this joust game all night. And it's a little sad because at the same time, this is entertainment business, and we want to see guys, really get to it. But
Who do you want to see Shakur fight next, man?
Oh shit! I know a lot of them guys gonna be talking a lot of shit tonight. I know Devin Haney's, the Tanks, and all the other guys gonna be talking a lot of shit tonight. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's great for big fights in the future.
Who do you think presents the greatest challenge to him, Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis?
I think the big fight's still going to be, him and Tank for sure. I think Devin, of course, he's a beast as well. We want to see what he's going to do in the next, his next fight. See how he's going to look. But as you can see tonight, Shakur is very tricky, man. He's very tricky, and if he doesn't want to engage, he can easily, lure you to sleep too, just by his style, by trying to stay. Trying to stay away, try to stay out of distance, and really try to make you make some mistakes, and you get impatient with him. De Santos, he didn't really get too impatient. He stayed in his bag too. He was waiting to see if Shakur was gonna make some mistakes. And like I said, he couldn't really engage like everybody wanted him to, and that's what you get sometimes.
Thanks, Trey.
Thanks, man.